Look.
At the time.
Look what we walked away from. Read that. Yeah. When you walk away, you get more. Mm-hmm. We walked away from that.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I knew this beforehand, but Gillie and Wallo is the highest paid black podcasters in the game.
That's not what the list says.
Man, don't bring that up. Don't bring that.
We ain't worried about the list.
Exactly. Me neither.
Man, I think the Charlamagne comes from that system. iHeart is that system. Radio, right? Dinosauric, just old white views that's fronting to have pulse on culture to sell ads. He kind of introduced that while they were on this show. And I think he introduced that because he's a slimy little piece of shit and he was trying to gear a conversation to go somewhere. And I don't think that Gillie and Wallo took the bait. I think they big up themselves. I think they big up each other and they should be able to do that. For that. Why would Charlamagne go in there and try to be? These niggas always submitting me into the dick off. I be somewhere minding my business and y'all take my dick. Everybody is on the clip celebrating. They celebrating walking away from $20 million. And I know how that feels. It should be celebrated. But am I missing something? Because the narrative didn't go this way when I walked away from $20 million. But that's not where my anger comes from. First of all, let's all take a moment here to give a round of applause to Gillie and Wallo.
We did it the first time.
I want to do it every time.
Word. No doubt.
I want to never leave doubt. The same way Nori, because the optics made it look like that. But then him and Envy went up there looking doofy and goofy, and they just sucked so much dick that Charlamagne was looking up to Gillie and Wallo in awe. It was like a light illuminating from them. And he said, they are the highest. And it hit me and I got sad. It killed a little piece of me to know, holy shit. Charlamagne is saying that Gillie and Wallo make more than him. He should have been bumped down a few more slots in the list if he not at the... God... And he would have gotten away with it, too. To the other notion of highest paid podcasters, well, how do you know? Clearly, I think I've done a masterful job hiding the accounting.
It's a thing that you go out. I know how much you niggas is making. You say that a lot.
Well, I'm wrong, because I thought that Charlamagne had $30 million or $20 million. He might not have no million. Hey, yo, check this out. As a podcaster, you niggas out there better watch how the conversation goes when it look like it's shifting my way. I'm not ducking no smoke.
No, you just duck smoke.
I got a plan. I don't have time. He's the highest paid. Well, wait a minute. Y'all can't be talking to me because I'm not paid by nobody. It's the other thing. It's just words in our families. But the truth of the matter, after the Usher show, and I'm looking at them in Atlanta and all that, we could create the generational change just outward, too. Mm-hmm. Like, we ain't got to participate in that shit. You want niggas that's 30, 40, 50, however many M's up to beef? Why? Because you broken back dark skin again?
Don't be a colorist.
He the nigga that was bleaching up. Stop, you niggas. I'm not ducking no smoke. You niggas gonna stop playing with me this year. Now,
that's a good one.
We pour out some Hennessy for Charlamagne, because he ain't got no millions. Hold on for a second. The list is over. Complex moved on, got what they wanted, I got what I wanted. So why is it causing everybody in a...
Why is everybody in a tizzy?
Why is niggas mad that they worked at the radio station for all these years and don't have...
Yo, it's Big Ed, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on Joe Budden sending shots directly at Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy after their appearance on $1 Million Worth of Game with Wallo and Gillie this past week. And I'm going to have links in the description from the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, so y'all can see that in full and get the entire context on what was said on there. And also for the Joe Budden podcast, episode 621, A Slave to a Structure, where y'all can get that context there, because it was a lot more said. And when it come down to the come down, man, that complex list has stirred up a lot of stuff, and you can pretty much expect another one this year, because I haven't heard their name be discussed in hip-hop between figures in the space in so long, so you can rest assured they gonna do this again, because that is still a thing going on. Well, Joe Budden caught wind of this episode. People were tagging them in it like they said, which he might have looked at it anyways, who knows, to see what they had to say. But the list got brought up again by DJ Envy. So I gotta say with Joe Budden, he said Charlamagne, but really it was Envy who brought up the list. Charlamagne was like, nah, don't bring that up, don't bring that up. But Joe got that smoke with Charlamagne. That just is what it is. Overall, when it come down to the come down, Joe was like, hey, bro, when I did my $20 million turn down of the deal, it wasn't no uplifting. You had something slick to say. Charlamagne did go on the radio and say Joe doesn't know how to negotiate deals. It's obviously him if every deal he's signing is bad and everything like that. Joe came out publicly and let everybody know what was going on. Wallo and Gillie did theirs in private and got it done. Did came out and flex. And I do want to say this, bro. I don't care how much money a nigga I listen to make. I don't care if they rich, poor. Hey, fam, if your content is good, you got some good stuff that I can learn from or just be entertained by, I would watch Wallo and Gillie $1 million worth of game if them niggas had $100 to their name. Because they stuff is entertaining. They get artists on there I rock with and listen to, and they got good energy on their show. And then them niggas solid when you meet them in person. Hey, fam, now I'm rocking with y'all niggas regardless. I don't care about how much money people make. But I understand we live in a world where you need money to survive, so it's always going to be a flex. People going to pop their ish. And to Charlamagne's credit, I got to let Joe Budden know. Charlamagne ain't never popped no ish about how much money he got. He ain't never flexed no whips. He the nigga that bragged about being cheap and not spending money. He used to say, nigga, I take pride in shopping at Target. I ain't never seen Charlamagne say, I made this much, I'm rich or nothing like that. He just do his stuff and move how he move. Envy threw him in the fire when he started popping his ish. We number one on the radio, we this and we that. Charlamagne don't get in the money conversation, but to each his own. But Charlamagne ain't broke either, like Joe said, bro. He talked about his face that said he was broke. And Charlamagne ain't broke at all, my nigga. He even said, oh, here, him and his wife own like 6 Crystals restaurants. They doing investments outside of the media space. Now, he said, hey, you ain't got what I thought you got because you was there to say that Wallo and Gillie made more on their deal out of all the black podcasters, and I guess he was looking at like, nah, Charlamagne is the nigga that's way up with his Black Effect Network and him being at iHeart. But Joe is pressing that line of what Envy and Charlamagne is doing on the radio is old and outdated. This is the wave to go. Hey, what Wallo and Gillie, he shouted out Mav Hoffa, Academics, DJ Vlad, and other creators who are in this space, Adam 22, just, hey, this is the wave now when you're not under a radio structure. You just kind of doing your own thing. But overall, bro, it's some old smoke with Charlamagne. Joe gonna pop his ish and give it to him anytime he can because of the way things come out. Joe say he here for all the smoke. You heard him say we gotta drink some alcohol. Joe just popping shit, man. But overall, tell me what y'all think. Like I say, bro, I'm going to tap into whoever putting out the good content when it comes to my people, bro. I'd rather see all y'all win rather than see any of y'all lose. Tell me what you think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.